In Colorado, there are questions about whether the teen novel 13 Reasons Why, and it's also the basis for the Netflix series, if it's to blame for the suicides of 7 students in one school district. That's since the beginning of the school year. Now, critics say the novel and the Netflix series glamorize suicide. The school district put the book on a very brief circulation hold to give officials time to make sure the book was safe for students to read. Now, there has been no link, we need to say, between the book and the suicides at the district. I want to bring in psychotherapist Robi Ludwig. Robi, good to see you. I want to start with a statistic
here. Good to be here.
Yeah, 17% of high school students, that's 9th to 12th grade, have considered suicide. So could watching this Netflix series, reading the book, could that push them to that fatal place?
You know, it's a really interesting conversation to have because there's no one reason why people commit suicide or why teens commit suicide. And certainly glamorizing suicide can be a risk factor. But to say that a TV show or a book would in fact trigger suicidality can be an overstatement. What I do think is really good about this series is that it is encouraging both educators and parents and kids to talk about feelings and strong emotions. So I think that is the upside of all of this.
Okay, well, let's take, because we know in Colorado they have counselors helping out, because I mean, that's just an unimaginable number, 7 in one district. So there's that.
Right.
But let's talk about parents. Folks watching right now, where do you begin this conversation as a parent? Is it watching an episode of this show and taking off of that, or what do you recommend?
Yeah, well, what I really like, too, is I received a note from my son's high school counselor stating they sent it to everybody in the school system, all of the parents, saying, hey, listen, this series is being viewed by kids. Maybe you want to watch it. Maybe you want to have a conversation. And here are some articles we recommend you read so that you have a starting point, or you might have some conversations, and this will help guide you. So I think that's the first step. Yes, parents can both watch it with their kids and ask questions. If their kids have watched it already, they can then watch it and start a conversation. What's so compelling about this series for teens is that they very much relate and identify with the strong emotions and the cliques and the bullying and social media and all the aspects that seem to be a very prominent piece of school living in today's world. So I think the first step is just get knowledge, watch the show, read some articles about how to start a conversation with your teen.
And listen. Right? Don't lecture.
And listen. And also to highlight, suicide is not an answer. And if there are mental health issues, there are ways to talk it out. It is not an answer or solution to problems, even if the series makes it look that way. That's not the way it is in the real world. And that's the parent's job, to highlight that reality so they can snap their child into understanding the difference between fantasy life and real life.
Yeah, really coming alongside our kids. Okay, Robi, always good talking to you. Robi Ludwig, psychotherapist. Thanks so much.